Coming up on Cardinals Insider.
Flaherty is one guy that is able to flip that switch, and he's the best I've ever seen at it.
Teammates give their thoughts on ace Jack Flaherty. Plus,
Long scores on the game-winning sacrifice fly by Yadier Molina.
Yadi continues cementing his greatness. And later,
well, it's different because we don't have a lot of the bells and whistles that we're used to. It's me, alone in a booth.
We're in the socially distanced booth with Dan McLaughlin.
This will be a baseball season unlike any before.
Spring training games come to a close today. That announcement made by Major League Baseball. The start of the season delayed by at least 2 weeks.
Fans have been a part of baseball for 129 seasons until now.
We learned about an hour ago, a little over an hour ago, that the city of St. Louis has its first positive case of COVID-19.
But now, baseball is bringing us back together, even while we remain apart. Over the years, you've witnessed the improbable.
We will see you tomorrow night.
The incredible.
Go crazy, folks! Go crazy!
The remarkable.
He got it! A new world record of 17 strikeouts in one game.
And together, we've made memories which go beyond the game itself.
I don't know about you, but as for me, the question has already been answered. Should we be here? Yes.
Yes, this year will be different, but our connection will remain the same. Whether from the seats or the couch, it's time for baseball in St. Louis. It's about to be a season unlike any other, for a fan base like no other. Let's play ball.
in case you missed it, that was our social media video from opening day. And we sure are glad to be playing baseball once again. Welcome to Cardinals Insider. I'm Ozzie Smith. Jack Flaherty finished fourth in the Cy Young voting last season. The former first-rounder enters 2020 as a contender for the award once again. So it was no surprise that the 24-year-old was named opening day starter. Teammates are already seeing greatness in their young age.
Swing and a miss. Got him that time. 13 strikeouts for Flaherty.
Flaherty is one guy that is able to flip that switch and go from, hey, we're hanging out, it's a day before my start, to, okay, it's my start day. I'm not talking to anybody. I have my blinders on. I'm ready to go. He's the best I've ever seen at it.
Dynamic. He's just, he's got the build and the fast twitch muscles, but also the drive mentally to be great.
Our ace. I mean, he worked hard, and I think he deserved to call our ace because the way he worked and the way he go about it.
Intense. I'd say Jack's intense and very methodical in what he does, and Jack's all in about being the best pitcher he can be, and it's fun to watch.
Captain. He's one of my favorite players that I played with, and I love the way he competes. I love the way he plays. I've seen him play throughout our system, and man, he's definitely taken hold of his role.
Great athlete, skilled, with mentality. I mean, intensity says it. Intensity is all mentality. He's obviously starting pitchers have their own routines and their own mentalities on their day, but you can tell when Jack's locked in, and he knows where he has to be to get the best results that he can get.
A stud. I mean, you see what he's done the past couple of years. See his demeanor on the mound and his presence that he holds. You know, he's just that front runner type ace guy, you know, that we are greatly appreciative of. And, you know, he's just an awesome dude.
Jack does everything with a purpose, and he prepares to win, and he believes in himself, and, you know, he blocks out, you know, the distractions well. So I think he really does, he is convicted on what he does.
Opening day was very different this season. No red jackets, no fans, and no appearance by the world-famous Budweiser Clydesdales. And since you didn't see them for the opener, we thought we'd take this chance to show them to you now. Let's head to Warm Springs Ranch as we head into the Insider Archives.
Please welcome the majestic hometown Budweiser Clydesdales.
Here Comes the King of baseball, that is. The iconic song Here Comes the King was written as a Budweiser jingle in 1971, and it's no surprise when you hear the song, you know it's opening day in St. Louis. Seeing the Clydesdales makes St. Louis natives feel at home. But where do these gentle giants call their home before the big day?
Just 2 hours away from Busch Stadium, baby Clydesdales are taking their very first steps right here at Warm Springs Ranch. And Stan the man here was one of them.
In Boonville, Missouri lies 340 acres of land known as Warm Springs Ranch, the official breeding facility to the Budweiser Clydesdales. We met the ranch supervisor who takes care of all 70 Clydesdales that live there.
Never had a real job. I've always had a job with horses, and so which is neat, you know. And I had the opportunity when I was 21 to come to ask me if I'd like to travel with the Budweiser Clydesdale West Coast Hitch, and I'm like, yeah. And it's kind of all just kept rolling, and here we are in mid-Missouri. It's kind of a dream come true. You never thought in your wildest days at 17 or 18 that you'd be, you know, breeding the Budweiser Clydesdales.
John has helped deliver over 500 baby Clydesdales, with each Clydesdale weighing an average of 150 pounds. Yeah, that's only a baby. Full-grown, these guys weigh up to 2,300 pounds.
We actually put what we call a foal alert onto the mare, and what it does, it calls my cell phone, which gives me the, like, baby's on the way. It's, yeah, it's been really good. Oh, good. No, I have a totally different ringtone.
The babies live at Warm Springs Ranch for about a year. After that, they head down to Grant's Farm and on to New Hampshire for training. Once they're 4 years old, they travel with different hitch teams across the country.
You have a lot of satisfaction from the first few hours of their birth to weaning them, and you're working with them and seeing how they progress, and then seeing them out on the hitch, you know, or seeing one of our moms giving birth that was one of our babies.
Clydesdales have been St. Louis natives since the 1930s. And opening day in St. Louis is just much of a tradition to them as it is to us. For Cardinals Insider, I'm Emily Stevens.
Straight ahead on Cardinals Insider.
Hit deep, left center field to the track, the wall, a gunner!
Yadier Molina keeps climbing the franchise record boards. Also coming up,
when I get behind a mic, it's what I love. It's not a job, it's what I enjoy.
We go behind the scenes with Danny Mac on the mic. Yadier Molina began the season with the 4th most games played in Cardinals history, and he's made quick work of moving up the list. Our Brett McMillan has more on Yadi's climb up the charts.
Molina swings, and it's a high fly ball. Left field. This should win it. The catch is made by Duvall. Tagging at third. Wong comes down the line. The throw home. We're going to Game 5.
Yadier Molina began 2020 with 1,983 games played. That's 4th most in franchise history, just 7 shy of our own Ozzie Smith. So by the end of 2020, only Lou Brock at 2,289 and Stan Musial at 3,026 will have appeared in more games as a Cardinal than Yadi. Of course, all of Molina's career games are with St. Louis, so what does that mean beyond the scope of the Cardinals? Here's a little context. He's just shy of cracking MLB's top 250 for most games played all time. Now, roughly 19,000 men have played Major League Baseball in its 151-year history. So, do the math, and about 1.3% of all players have played more than Yadi. Pretty impressive. To put it differently, very few have shaped the game for as long as he has.
First pitch and a high fly ball. Left center at the wall, gone! One pitch, he tied it! He tied it! Solo home run, Molina!
2020 is his 17th season with the Cards. That ties Bob Gibson for second most seasons in franchise history, and trails only Stan the Man's 22 seasons. Molina's opening day start this season was his 16th straight. No other Cardinal has made that many consecutive starts at a single position to begin a season. And by the way, he's done much of this at the same ballpark. He owns the most appearances of any player at Busch 3, where, you guessed it, he was behind the dish for the ballpark's debut. So no wonder St. Louis loves Yadi. And let's end on this. Only 3 catchers in baseball history have caught at least 100 games in 15 straight seasons. Yadi has done it 15 times, trailing only Ivan Rodriguez's 16. And Pudge is in the Hall of Fame. 17 seasons in, climbing the charts of both baseball and club history. Hard to find a catcher who's done it better or longer. For Cardinals Insider, I'm Brett McMillan.
Straight ahead, you watched on Cardinals.com. Now see what it's like in the booth with the Cards inner squads. The Cardinals prepared for this shortened season during summer camp. Unlike traditional spring training, daily exhibition games weren't possible. Instead, the club relied on inner squad scrimmages. It was an interesting dynamic that's not often seen in baseball.
And Thomas sends one into the gap in right center. That ball is down. Lane can really run. On his way to second. Lane on his way to third. No throw, a triple standing up for Lane Thomas.
It's good facing guys who know you, because they watch you play a lot. They probably know what you're not good at and what you are good at. So that's kind of been my take on it, is how would I get pitched by someone who knows me well?
I think my mentality is the same. I'm going out there and I'm trying to get guys out, whether it's, if I'm going fishing with Wong tomorrow on the off day, I'm still looking at him as, public enemy number 1 when he gets in that box. It's an inner squad and we're teammates, but for that short amount of time, I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm trying to get ready for the season.
And a base hit into center field.
It's weird facing Cardinals pitchers and seeing Cardinals fielders out there. It's an adjustment. I feel like you have to really dig deep down. I mean, air squads are so far and few between. Maybe live VPs at the beginning of spring, but again, you just got to find the fire somehow.
I really am comfortable and confident that this group is going to compete regardless of circumstance, regardless of opponent.
Ground ball that's hit up the middle. Wong. Oh, what a play here. Oh, my goodness. What a play by Colton Wong.
I think it's a quality trait in general with this team. I can see that we're not going to play inter squads forever, but this group is enjoying the competition, enjoying the fact that they want to win, enjoying the fact that they're out there playing baseball. So I don't think the monotony I'm not overly worried about it with this group because they're just such alphas.
And Carpenter hits a high fly ball. Williams back. He's at the wall. It's gone.
Fans also had to adjust to inner squad games. They weren't on TV, but Dan McLaughlin called the inner squads for Cardinals.com. It was a chance for the St. Louis native to reunite his hometown with the game it loves.
This is St. Louis Cardinals baseball, and tonight from beautiful Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis, it's an inter-squad game for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Well, it's different because we don't have a lot of the bells and whistles that we're used to. It's me alone in a booth and with a microphone and just watching the field and seeing what's going on.
Those 30 players will be available for 2 weeks. And then it's down to 28 after the 2 weeks.
It's still baseball, and I know at the end of the day, that's what people want to see. They want to see their favorite team, they want to see Busch Stadium, and they want to see baseball. So it gives them something to look forward to.
Into center field and a base hit for Wieters.
It reminded me of how much I missed it, how much I love it, it was baseball, it was a diversion, it was fun, it was entertainment, and that's what it is for me. When I get behind a mic, it's what I love, it's not a job, it's what I enjoy. I love the game.
Gotta wonder if Yadi even needs to put down any signs when Wainwright's on the mound. They know each other so well.
I have no game notes. I do a lot of it, if not all of it, off the top of my head, and I watch what's happening on the field. Okay, I don't have a game note. I don't really have anything going on in terms of what has happened, like in recent history, the last couple of days, last week or whatever. There's nothing going on in the league to refer to, so just kind of describe what's happening on the field. And remember, the fans hadn't seen these guys in a long time, so that's what they want to see. They just want to see their favorite player. They want to see Busch Stadium. They want to see the green grass. They want to be a part of Cardinal baseball. So give them Cardinal baseball, and that's what I tried to do.
Cardinals baseball on Cardinals.com. Glad you're with us. I'm Dan McLaughlin.
The first 30 seconds when we came on the air meant a lot. It actually was very emotional for me because on a personal level, this is what I do and this is what I love, and I'm from this town, so I understand the importance of Cardinal baseball. And then to be the conduit between the fan and the team, and to have the voice that brought them back in, however they were taking in their game, a tablet, a computer, their phone, their TV. It was emotional.
The season is open without fans in the ballpark, but there's still plenty of ways for you to interact with the Cardinals. Here's a look at some of them from the team's annual media day.
Phase 2 was really about creating different uses for our fans to come down here and really enjoy downtown St. Louis in a different way.
We're excited to show off a lot of viewing opportunities to the public this year. From outdoor spaces to indoor spaces, we have a lot of new things to show off that fans maybe haven't seen since last season. We'll have an opportunity to come down and view everything from the Together Credit Union Plaza outside, which is a large, expansive outdoor area that includes the Busch 2 infield, a large viewing screen and state-of-the-art sound technology. Our brand new Sports and Social that also has a lot of viewing screens inside of it, great food menu, grab-and-go options.
One of the new things that we've been working on that we're really excited to do is to have contactless order, contactless pay. So we have a technology solution that allows you sitting at your table or even sitting at our expanded patio outside to be able to use your smart device to scan the table to get into our menu and select any menu item that you want.
We're really excited to bring the Cardinals Care 50/50 back this year. The big change is it's going to all be online, so fans will be able to go to cardinals.com/5050 to purchase their tickets.
So we reopened on June 10th, and we will be allowing guests to come in who are not necessarily staying at the hotel to come and enjoy all the spaces and eat and drink with us and relax and watch the game and just still be close to the stadium, so when those home runs do happen, you can still feel like you're a part of that environment.
Coming up, I answer one of your questions during Ask Ozzie. It's time for this week's Ask Ozzie. Larissa in Norman, Illinois asks, what do you think of your greatest fielding play? Well, my greatest fielding play would happen to be the one in San Diego in my rookie year, 1978. I dove and the ball went back the other way. I grabbed it with my bare hand, scrambled to my feet, and was able to throw him out at first base. I didn't realize the magnitude of the play until the following day when I was listening to the radio and I heard the announcer say he thought it was the greatest play he'd ever seen. And I said to myself, I was just doing my job. Thanks for the question, Larissa. If you want to submit a question, head on over to cardinals.com/insider and click the Ask Ozzie tab, and we'll be right back. The past few months have underscored the importance of family. When players leave the field, they take on other roles. For some, that means being a father, and this past Father's Day, we asked players' kids to share a special message with their dad. Here's a few of the responses we got back.
Happy Father's Day. We love you, Dad. We love the way you tell us stories before bed.
I love you, Dad, because you're the greatest dad in the world. I love you, Dad, because you're so sweet.
say?
I love you. Happy Father's Day!
I had 4 girls first before we had our son, and they softened me up so much. I'm really surprised I'm not crying like a baby right now, honestly.
So we're the Fowler sisters, and we want to wish our dad a happy Father's Day, and I love my father so much because he's the best in the world, and you guys too. So bye.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I missed him.
Father's Day.
What's your favorite thing to do with Daddy?
Go on boy dates.
Go on boy dates? Emma, what's your favorite thing to do with Daddy?
I want to go and go kiss.
You want to have cookies?
Yeah.
Okay. Say we love you, Daddy.
We love you, Daddy.
Blow kisses.
Happy Father's Day, Daddy.
You told Daddy Happy Father's Day? Happy Father's Day.
No.
Can you say, I love you?
I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy.
We are so proud of you.
We're so proud of you, Daddy. I'm proud of Daddy.
Say, go Cardinals.
Go Cardinals. Go Cardinals. Go Cardinals.
I mean, it's hard not to get emotional watching that. That is pretty special. You know, after a tough game, win, lose, or draw, bad performance by me, it's always great to go home and see those two.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. Happy Father's Day, Dad. I love you. I love you. Thanks for playing baseball with me.
That's it for this episode. You can always catch us online at cardinals.com/insider and on YouTube. And we'll see you next week.